Hey all, and welcome back to the HFC playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Oh boy, that last sesh was pretty intense. So much so that even with our little recording break that we like to take from time to time, I feel the need to do something a bit more side-y today. Thankfully, we have a couple of quests ready and waiting. The first of which, I believe, involves Lance, and it's curious about training.
Yep, we're going to have to sit through them talking about stuff before we go do anything, unfortunately. So, yeah, they sit here talking for quite a bit. To what it boils down to is Lance, being the musclehead that he is interested in the training methods of the Lost Numbers and the City Soldiers. So we're going to go check that out.
Yeah, thankfully, like the hero quests, these character-specific or character-focused quests also have cutscenes and the like, so, you know, it's not just this sort of cutscene going forward.
All 6 of the main party have side stories, as what they're called. They're basically the Ascension quests for their related classes, so we're going to get the Ascension quest for... can't remember class names right now, sorry.
Big Man. Let's just call him Big Man.
Yeah, Big Sword Man. It's that class.
Oh, yeah, I like big sword, so I do. Wouldn't mind being ascended.
Lan just walks up and picks up the Great Sword, the Mechanis Sword.
Oh my god, that's a bit much, don't you think? No, I'll take Zed on by myself, thank you very much. The training ground should be near the dormitory. I think we spent the night there once. Little problem there. Noah, you remember how we tricked that one bitch who blew her brains out? Yeah, I don't think it's going to be where we expect it to be. So, we are actually going to have to fast travel to the Agnes Castle. And from there, we should be able to find the location of the city.
The city is actually completely inaccessible right now, as far as I know, so... get the soldiers from Agnes Castle back home in a quest that the game likes to call Going Home. Kind of reminiscent of the Colony 6 residents being returned after the events at Colony 6 there in Xenoblade 1.
Yeah, good point actually. Oh, we got the Medusa one.
There's always a use.
And there's another Mobius introduced here who is going to be pretty relevant in the next part of the main story. So I actually forgot that this guy was here. So it's nice that we see this before going into that, because he would have just kind of had a cold introduction otherwise.
God, he's a bit of a buff chonker, isn't
he? Yeah, and he's got, would that be a posh accent? I don't really know.
It's refined, I'll give it that.
I'm not really sure of all the specifics of all the different accents. I don't even know all the accents in America, let alone in the UK.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know why this flame clock is green per se, but they seem to think it's special, so I'll just roll with it for now.
Again, we're going to learn more about that in the next main story segment, because that's kind of the thing there, but more on that later when we actually get there.
Oh, stop teasing me! Oh.
You wanted a nice, cozy little side quest part. Instead, we're going to get emotional damage.
I don't need that. Not now. Not now. Speaking of emotional damage, we will be having 2 parts of Xenoblade per week going forward. The first one will cover side quests and whatnot, and a little bit of tie-on jittering. And the second part will be all story. So one will be usually on Monday and the other on Friday. Although, knowing us, that could change at a moment's notice. We have to remain flexible.
Right, yeah, my recording schedule is pretty much constantly up in the air, so hopefully we'll be able to stick to that. There's also the little fact that I would say there's actually more side content left to do than there is story, so there might be more of one than the other going forward, depending on how much we want to cover.
God damn. Well, you know how much I really want to get to Future Redeemed, so at the same time I don't want to rush Xenoblade 3, because I feel like I've been giving the impression that I'm not enjoying myself here, and the playthrough is a bit of a burden. It couldn't be further from the truth, honestly.
It's honestly been sort of cursed in the sense that we've been forced to take so many hiatuses that we really didn't want to. And it's kind of sad that that's been the case, but hopefully we can keep a constant pace going from here on out. It's actually kind of fortuitous that we're going to get this main story cutscene back at Agnes Castle, because we're going to get a bit of character interaction that's going to lead into one of the side stories that we're doing today.
Very nice.
Or at the very least, is going to deal with the same character. I won't say it's going to deal with the same subject matter, at least. I always like the character interactions. I wish there was more of that in general. In Xenoblade, just times where the characters can sit and talk. I kind of understand in this game why they don't have time to sit and talk, because they are fugitives on the run, for the most part.
And they also have, like, a skin clock, which is...
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a literal time limit, so...
I don't like the term skin clock. I don't know why my brain beamed it down into my mouth.
It's definitely horrifying in the same aspect as the actual content of said skin clock, so...
We've seen one.
Let's stop saying skin clock now.
Please.
Still, we've got a way to go. This isn't nearly the end.
No, we have at least 2 chapters left.
I will say this chapter and the final one are much shorter than pretty much all the other chapters. So, to compare it to KZ's playthrough of this game, we're actually, I think, either on part 7 of 9 or part 8 of 9 by now already.
To stand by me,
So I don't know how much side stuff he covered in his streams and how much there was afterwards, but I think part 9 was the finale of his playthrough, and when I was checking stuff to make sure we had access to the city before this, I think I got to part 8 of his videos to be able to do that. There is not a lot left.
Phew, all done and dusted. Hello, it's me. Good work, team. All squeaky clean.
I still love that the way that the game endears Gondor to the party is to make her a bitch and then give an even bigger bitch to compare her to so that she seems tame in comparison.
God, I can't even remember that bitch's name, but I'm glad she's gone, honestly.
Her name is Shania.
Nah! Jesus. Just came rushing back to me. I know she's meant to be, like, hated, but at the same time, you did too good of a job.
It's the same problem that Dolores Umbridge has. You made a character that's too easy to hate, and so there's just kind of nothing fun about them.
No, I think she's still a well-written character. It's just the other female I couldn't stand.
Okay, so in order to move on, do not go over to the campground, because that will continue advancing the story. You could pick this up if you want.
Okay.
We want to find a character named Seeker, as they are going to be giving us the quest that will send the soldiers back to the city. I believe they are on the opposite side of the Ascension grounds from here, so basically turn around. There you go.
Okay.
I think they're over by those ships somewhere. Look for someone named Seeker.
Yoo-hoo, Seeker, where are you?
We are seeking you.
Ah, there he is.
Why do you not have a quest?
If we're going to survive, we'll need to count on the strength of the lost numbers. Yes, we'll need to ally with them, and then...
Good to add more names.
Why don't you have a quest?
Is this another thing where the game is locking us out? I'm going to be really pissed with myself if this is another case of the game locking us out.
Well, how will you know? Like, you did things a specific way in your playthrough. KZ did things a specific way in his playthrough. Why don't we just go to the city, and we'll see what happens there.
I don't know why he doesn't have the quest. It might be a case where it's later on. This is kind of dumb that it's preventing us from doing this.
You okay there? M? Yeah, what now? You ain't looking too peachy right now. I don't think you should be getting out there. You might break something. Wait a sec. Sorry, I did tie on his voice for Uni. Wait a sec, Gondor's worried about us now. What, is it gonna snow or something? Don't get any weird ideas, we just don't need the hassle of cleaning up the mess when you lot die like dogs on the wayside. Well, alright. Oggy, what's up, my dude? How are you? You doing okay? Again, with the different voices. Oh, it's you. Yes, not too bad at all. There are some hotheads among the Agnians, and some that are giving us a hard time, though. It's all a bit daunting. We'll have our work cut out for us.
I am just double-checking to make sure that we are not missing a requirement for this quest.
Okie dokie. There is another one we could do if we head to the city.
Well, the city is the problem. We can't get to the city. That's the issue. Okay, so I think we need to advance the main story a little bit further, so you do need to go over to that camp.
Whatever Milady needs from us, Oggy and I will deliver. We are her rock.
Yeah, so head over to the camp that's in that little alcove straight ahead.
You got it, mate.
We're also going to get... you remember how Xenoblade 2 had a choice between whether to call Numa by Pyra or Mithra?
Yes.
We're going to get something kind of similar to that here, in terms of a choice to make.
I think I've heard about this, actually.
It's very easy to see things like this in random videos and, screenshots that people put up. But basically, yeah, we're going to be getting a choice here, which the game is going to describe to us here in a moment.
Death's Door?
It's inside the room over there to the side. The basically employee rest area is what we're looking for.
Let's see. Got Battle Soup. EXP boost. That'll do.
Sure, we're not already over-leveled or anything for what we're doing here.
Oh shush, eat the food. Booyah. And 15% gold boost, because we all know I'm really in dire need of gold right now.
Yeah, this is one of those games where gold is just kind of not that useful, unfortunately.
Hello. We got into the habit of thinking of the inmates as a workforce.
We got into the habit of being horrible human beings.
That's how we were conditioned to think, so we never questioned it. Bit depressing when you look back on it. That certainly sounds like the machinations of a console. You mustn't blame yourself for the way things were.
This entire world is about conditioning in a certain way just because of how it's set up, so I guess I can't totally blame them. But, it's certainly not great.
Look, so long as you give up the evil and pledge to do good from here on out, we'll be sound as a pal. Let's go ahead and rest.
Yeah, let's get some food on the go. Huh?
It's time for a bit of a girl power moment, I guess, because all the girls are just kind of hanging out.
So this is what I got spoiled on. Again, through Xenoblade porn, so thanks for that on the TL at random.
Oh, alright. I have to admit that when it comes to that particular subject, 2 seems to get a lot more of the focus, but I think we should probably stop talking about that then.
Yeah, please don't demonetize us, YouTube-san. Sama.
Yeah.
Speaking of demonetizing, so much for FF16, because that ain't gonna get monetized.
How so?
There's a lot of blood in that game.
Sure is, like goddamn. Played the demo for that. Spa played the demo as well, just getting in there before he could say anything.
What?
Yes, very excited. We'll definitely be picking it up. Probably not at launch, because money is a thing that exists.
Yes.
And we don't have a whole lot of it.
Whoa.
But I definitely want to grab it. I've actually got so many games coming out this year that I'm looking forward to, which has not happened in a while.
Really?
I want to get FF16, I want to get Sea of Stars, the new Prince of Persia, which is technically next year, but who's counting?
Is it just that you're looking?
There's other things that I can't remember off the top of my head. I tweeted it out the other day.
Motherfucking Sonic Superstars.
That's more your thing than it is mine.
Fine, I guess.
Right then, let's sort this out.
Why is Twitter taking so long? My internet has been really slow today. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me see if I can find my tweet.
I'm sure people come to a Xenoblade 3 playthrough to hear about your Twitter woes, mate.
Ah, yes, Spider-Man 2 and more Persona 5. How could I forget?
Indeedy so. What do you fancy, mate? I'm partial to the short hair, but long hair's cool as well.
I am also partial to the short hair because I think the long hair clips through everything. And I just don't like clipping as much as I can avoid it.
The Cloud Keep.
Sorry, Em, this was your
Yes.
body, but I'm the one in
It's where the
control
Queen of
now,
Heaven's
so
lies
short hair it
sacred.
is.
I mean, that was literally
And
the
this is the
discussion
key
she
to
was
the
having
game.
back there. Is like, it doesn't feel like my body. Do I have the choice, like the right to make this choice? But it's like, well, M's not here anymore, and she gave her body to you, so she is giving you the right to make this choice, even if it doesn't feel that way.
Right. Standing upon the precipice.
You could throw yourself off, but it wouldn't be enough. Such is the fate of a Mobius.
Oh, I
You
know
should
that voice.
now. It's you. We've
I
met
think
before.
playing Xenoblade 2 has
You're
given me
human.
a larger appreciation
Your Majesty,
for
my
this
queen.
game in particular, because I didn't
I will go to sleep.
know a lot of the
For
stuff from
good
Xenoblade
time
2 when I
indeed.
first played this.
That
But
should
it's
keep me out of Zed's
there's a lot of
claws.
great stuff here from that game.
Take this.
Oh, unmasked Nia. What a rare variant.
Whenever it is I wake up again, the world will be ripe for a change.
This is showing that
Until
Nia
that
was
time,
not in
Keep
hiding
it safe.
when
You should give it to
M
those who
became
deserve it.
Mobius. She was still
How will I know who?
out in the open, basically,
They
at that
come
point, I
before you.
guess.
Of that I have no doubt. But why choose me?
So did Zed realise that the queens had been
Nay.
supplanted with robot
The
duplicates?
two of you one day.
I think that was Zed's
You will sit
entire
and meet
plan, was to
your
replace them with
future
robots.
Oh, okay.
Like, that was his doing. Because it gets the nations to follow them and to keep fighting and to keep creating more life force for the Mobius.
By the location. It's right in the vicinity of Gamma and 9.
Oh.
How has it escaped detection for all this time?
The area around the keep, it's absolutely swimming with black fog.
That would explain it
And
then.
there's optic camouflaging on the structure itself.
Oh my god, it's got like a fucking Harry Potter spell on it, keeping everyone away.
All stuff she passed on to me. Crazy.
Early on in the playthrough, I mentioned that they bring back the Asia region and they call it something different. This is why they bring it back, because we're going to a new part of it. I'm talking about that as if we're going to do that now, because we're going to try to do side quests as soon as the game lets us, but still.
Unless, of course, I get bored and we just continue with the story and the next part is a side quest part. Honestly, I'm flying by the seat of my pants right now.
We might be a little bit low level for that, but we'll see.
I explicitly asked you, Mr. Spar, should I level? You said no, you're too high level as it is.
I said no for the side quest part, and then I said you might need a few levels for the story part. I remember saying that specifically.
You're always with your corrections and
She
truths.
said you lot were our last hope. Asked us to lend you our assistance and junk.
And junk.
And stuff.
She must have been guarding the Queen's words. Yeah.
I remember a group of friends I had when I was younger where "and stuff" just became a running joke that we would add to the end of every sentence. And because we were 13, it was fucking hilarious.
That's it.
Oh, of course.
And the 1,000 lives thing. What was all that?
Nice spiel, right? I wrote it.
Huh?
Are you serious? Snuff, that's a letdown.
You what?
Wait, so if Zed was in control,
head out
how
as
is
soon
she
as we're
feeding
ready.
stuff to the robot?
Mobius are still out and about.
Hmm.
We don't have to worry about Mio's lifespan anymore. But we can't just sit around.
Exactly,
Okay.
no answers. At the moment I needed them most.
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention to the story, so I don't know the context you were asking about.
I
Oh.
really need to go to.
It's so hard for me to commentate and read the subtitles.
Seems you're rather troubled.
You can hear. You can hear the people talking, though.
I literally can't because you're talking and I'm talking.
But who else is... Who's driving? Oh my god, Bear is driving!
The colony I lived in with me, Abby. It was under the
This is a
control
very
of
manic
Mobius
part, but I'm
Prime.
having fun.
Good, good, good. Have we met Mobius Y yet?
Me, Abby's
No, he
still
was
alive.
the one that was in that cutscene for Lanza's story that I mentioned that's going to be important.
Ah, the big chunker.
This Miyabi, she clearly means a lot to you then.
We've already met
I'm happy to leave the
X,
decision to you.
so...
Of course, we can head for the keep first.
I'm trying to go backwards in the alphabet here, and I'm not getting any purchase.
Right. I hear you. Okay.
Let's see, I actually have a document here of all the Mobius that are still left,
Then we will
not
make
counting
it high priority.
N, who is obviously still at large, and X, Y, and Z, who are kind of their own special thing. It looks like we have 11 left.
Cool.
Some of those kind of double up on some of the quests, so we'll be able to take out multiple at a time.
What's the matter, Ren? Feeling a bit saucy? A little bit depressed?
Speaking of X,
That stinks. Frickin' sort of origin thing. You made me look like a complete idiot.
I mean, your helmet does
The
that for
unexpected
yourself.
does come to pass. Deeply fascinating.
Yeah, but what's the plan?
I never noticed
You're not gonna wanna let it
the
slide,
curled, they're
sure?
almost like goat horns
We
on
acknowledge and
Y's
accept
helmet.
whether
Makes
outside
sense if he's that
or
close to
in
Zed.
all is part of the flow.
Man, you're like a broken record.
It is, after all, part and parcel of my being.
I am monotonous and tedious. You all
I'll just
know
do things
this.
my way then. Ouroboros. They're nothing without what we gave them.
I don't think that's how it works.
Got a problem, why?
I shall claim primacy.
Oh god, he's gonna make us humble. Gonna break our backs.
By God.
He's sulking. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Don't know why it couldn't come to me. Tedious.
Monotonous is a very good description of Zed.
I just keep doing the same things over and over and over.
Okay, so now we can do the quest from Seeker.
Yippee!
Hooray for guides not being specific about when things
First off
happen.
is the west gate, right?
I saw both of their names together and thought I said Goober. Yo, what's up, Goober? You got a quest for me? Oh, it's you lot. What are you up to, Gondor? Well, this chump here was just saying he wanted to pick my brains about something. Have you met Seeker yet?
Yeah, we tried to talk to him earlier.
Yeah, he didn't have a quest for us. That chode. Okay, what you got for me, Seeker? Gotta be something big if you're daring to bother me, huh? That's right. The thing is, people from the prison camp are getting ready to head back to the city right now.
Yeah, I bet they're ready to go home, Jesus.
That's right. That's something to be welcome, surely, if they're going home to the city. It is, for sure, but here's the rub. There are so many of them, we can't get them back with leftist transports only. So we're going to use a boat to get them to Farview Cape. I gotcha. You want me to get set up to bring them in from there, is that right? Yeah, right. I've sourced the boat from logistics already. I guess you got the gist now, so can I leave the details with you? Darnie, from the supplies team's usually right on top of things. I'm sure she can fill you in when it comes to the finer points. Yeah, I'm good with all that, mate. But if anyone tries to mess with me, I reserve the right to mess them up. Deal?
Are you talking about your own people?
Well, there's always got to be violence. Because I like violence. Leave me alone. I don't fully trust this lot. Not yet. You understand, don't you, Dag? That's an Australian idiom. Yeah, painfully aware. Cheers. Even so, if you think of the pros and cons, I'm sure you'll agree it's a good deal for you too. You guys mind heading out there for me? Hey, there's a side quest part. Looks like we got railroaded into that. Well, whatever. It should be easy enough. I don't like that pause you just took, Spar.
That was mostly me just kind of... I wish we could just do what we want, but the game really did railroad us into doing this.
Going home.
Set as active quest. There you go.
I see some relations have changed.
Quite a bit, yeah. Okay, so we gotta talk to Darnie. Where's Darnie at?
The game should be pointing her out to you. I think she is back in the main part of the Cadentia region where you had to go to get to Hope's Rest. Either go to that person that had the marker over there or just quick travel. Yes, and then north. Far, far north.
Whoa, there's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, going home.
Mulla's Depot. Yep, that's where you want to go.
Bada bing. See? It's all working out.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Again, this is just like the game railroading us into doing this, because normally you'd be able to do the lands and uni side stories, which are the ones we're planning to do today, no trouble, because the game expects you to do them in Chapter 5, where the city is exactly where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the city got moved because of shenanigans. Or shenanigans.
God, I want to hate you for that, but I can't because it's too good.
Yeah, I think there's an elevator up ahead that'll take you down.
Oh, thank you. Praise be to Yevon.
I'm pretty sure the first time I did this, I just jumped down and slid down that big slide.
Banana, no!
Senna, no! How are you balancing there? At least it's a nice view.
Indeedy so.
In between the metal grates of the elevator.
There she is. Her name is John Cena.
I get it.
What is wrong with me today?
The game's not giving us a lot to work with, so we gotta make it up ourselves.
Well, there was a little juicy thing back there between Uni and Tyon. We were talking over it, but I did kind of gather that maybe she's flirting a little bit.
Yeah, the romance between Noah and Mio is pretty... I think explicit's the wrong word because that implies other things, but it's very
overt.
Sort of spelled out. Overt, yeah, that's a better word for it. The other two pairs are either a lot more subtle or just kind of more friendship than romance, so...
Again, too much spoilery porn. I'm gonna leave it at that. Actually, yes, could you open the floodgate? God, it's already open. Fucking sploosh. You'll find the panel for it in the control facility. The former prisoners are all waiting in the harbour.
Can you stop using that word? The P word?
If that's all we need to do, it'll be done in no time at all.
Good to add more names.
Hell yeah.
And you have to go all the way around this place to the other side. You can't get to it from the water over here, I'm pretty sure. So you actually have to travel all the way around.
Oh god, does it never end? First I gotta play the video game, then I gotta talk over the video game, then I gotta balance the audio for the video game with our talking, then I gotta edit the video game against our talking.
And then you gotta cut out all the mouth noises for me.
And then you gotta do that as well. That's like 10 billion steps right there.
Shout out to Flame for doing the supercut of the 1,000 Year Door stream, by the way, because that was actually a decent bit of work to cut all that stuff together.
Hey, you put the timestamps together for it, so at least he had a good base to work off of.
Yeah, he doesn't know much about the game, his own admission, so he wouldn't have known where, like, the good cut points were, so I had to go through and find the timestamps, which was fun because it meant I got to watch through the stream again, basically, so I got to enjoy myself that way.
And so he went and made the timestamps. The end.
For those that are curious, I did say this on Twitter, by the way, anyone curious about the 1,000 Year Door randomizer stream, I did go back and fight the Shadow Queen on that save file, and I won pretty easily, so redemption was had, just unfortunately it couldn't have happened on screen.
Yeah, the only reason we did not get to fully complete the randomizer run was because the emulator locked up.
Yeah, and that's sort of my bad for not testing it with streaming beforehand, because it runs fine without streaming. Why would streaming be a problem? Says the idiot Spar.
Oh Spar. Alright, Darnie, what you gotta say? Okay, so the floodgate is open now. We've established that. Thanks a million for that. It's a massive help. I could have gone around myself, but I didn't want to. So is everything good now? Not quite. Technically, this would be for the Lost Numbers benefit, not ours, but... Oh yeah? Well, it's not something I asked for, I can tell you that.
Is this like when you go to a car mechanics and they're like, hey, I noticed this other thing, and you're like, shush. I'm not paying for that.
Exactly. Aggie and Oggy, fuck it. What she said. That would have been me, Gondor.
I think she was one of the prospective Ouroboros that came with us into the prison camp.
She seems sassy enough.
She's got the right outfit for it, I think is what it is.
I'd like you to clear out the monsters from Farview Cape. Oh, okay.
It's not like we're taking literally an entire regiment of soldiers with us.
Of course, it's our pleasure, but why don't you want to fight yourself? Is it because you're a coward? Little coward girl? Understood. Nice music here.
I mean, that's just kind of the whole game in general.
Let me give praise to the individual. We don't all need to be a collective all the time. She takes care of her own job and nothing else. Well, if that's the situation, let's get out there and handle those monsters.
What Gondor said was basically she does what she's paid for, and that's it. Nothing extra. Go over there and board the boundary, which is conveniently right here for us.
Wow!
I'm just teleporting there.
That's what you do.
Alright, and we have quite a trip to make. I think you need to go left, because you have to go through that opening right there.
I see.
Once again, don't be scared of the high-level monsters in the water, because unless you get out of the boat, they can't do anything to you.
Haha! Look at all of you. Evolutionary failures, scared of a boat. Huh. Is that a Z-shaped cliff?
I think it's sort of a spiral. That's actually where one of the other side quests that we'll be doing, probably not today because we don't have time for it, but probably in our next side quest part, that's where one of the really strong heroes is at. They have basically the best class in the entire game if you set it up correctly. To the point where you sort of become invincible if you do it right.
So is this where we want to land?
Yes, it is.
How the fuck do I get out?
I think hold A.
This place not bad.
There we go.
Not bad at all.
Dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum.
There are some sort of higher level enemies here, but I think you should be able to get past them. And the ones that you have to fight for this quest are all level 50, so you're pretty well above that.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, these are all, enemies that won't attack you on sight, so...
Yes, but I want some hero points or whatever.
Actually get some class points for once, since we're usually overpowered for everything in this game.
That's the one I meant, yeah.
It's so weird to see this game's combat, because I think since the last time we saw combat against normal-ass enemies, I have since played through the entirety of Xenoblade 2 and half of Xenoblade 1.
Wow.
We had the entirety of the prison camp, and then the entirety of the, section with Noah and N and stuff, so, there's been no normal combat, aside from the bits in the prison camp when you were fighting the giraffes and whatnot.
Oh boy. Do you think I should change my hero to someone else? Because I put Riku and Banana in the party for a specific side quest, but we're not there right now.
Yeah, go ahead and change it if you want to, because they are a bit underleveled as it is.
You're in safe hands.
Let's fucking go. Alright,
Get yourself a winner.
one at a time.
But you're in our way.
Come on, you worms. Wriggle for me.
Quite a few enemies here. I think there's... if I actually look at the correct thing, I need to get back to the thing for this quest, because I was searching around. 11 enemies here to take down. And they should all be pretty weak, but of course if they gang up on you, then, that could be bad. I feel like this is going to take up most of the runtime for this video, is just clearing out these enemies.
Yeah, probably.
You look great.
Oh, they're all little and whatnot.
There's more of these guys. I think there's only one more of the big plant things over there.
I'm the one you want.
Let's fucking go!
You could probably change out one of your healers for another attacker as well to make this go a bit faster.
I shall do that after we're done here.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right?
Let's see. Characters. Class. Mio, you could do with being someone else. You're already level 10, so that's good.
I'm fine with attacking.
Big old hammer time.
Oh, make sure to autofill her equipment.
Tile, I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
Tyon, I don't want to do this.
You have to, Noah. It's a weird jellyfish thing. It needs to die.
It's weird because I don't think these things even, like, aggro on sight. They're not aggressive. So, like, why are they such a problem? Like, the big plant thing, for sure. Those things are always aggressive, so I understand taking those out.
Yeah.
But the jellyfish should be fine. They're just over there minding their own business. They're not bothering anyone.
You know, guys, you could help out at any time.
Again, we were bringing literally an entire regiment of soldiers over here, but we have to do this.
Alright, only a lot more to go.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Don't try to stop us.
No letting your guard down.
Things are going a lot faster now that you've got the extra attacker, though.
Hell yeah. When we actually get to the city, is there another mission to do, or does Lance literally just want to see what's going on?
He wants to... You want to go to the training ground that's in the city. Yui's thing also requires going to the city as well, so we would have needed it for both of them.
Fair enough, I guess.
It's at the point where the game expects you to have already done this. Or rather, like I said, these expect you to do them previously, like in Chapter 5, so...
I'm just going to take out the rest of these while Spar has to attend to something. That's how we do things here at the playthrough. Keep it nice and loose and whatnot.
Noah, Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Yeah, what's up, Armory Pilot? I'm about to set off. Are your preparations complete? No, actually, I still have stuff to do. Just give me a shout when you're ready to go, okay? Fair dues. Alrighty. How did I miss you over here? I mean, you are very small and you are flying.
Don't try to stop us.
If you want to die, just die, will ya?
Oh god, no. Always straight to the point.
You're a lifesaver.
This feels a little bit like bullying, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, I am the one not being bullied here, so maybe I'll just enjoy it for once.
Leave no hand unturned, Gondor.
Booyah.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
I was just thinking about how cool the FF16 demo was, and all the stuff we saw at Summer Game Fest. That Prince of Persia game, tasty as hell.
But you're in our way.
To say nothing of Sonic Superstars, playthrough later this year. Absolutely. There we go. We can't talk about things being meatier now. Not during combat. They'll just make me hungry.
I am back.
Hello.
This is remarkably similar to the Going Home quest in Xenoblade 1, actually. You had to fight enemies for that one, too.
Ah, well. Imagine in an RPG, and in another RPG, where you had to fight things.
We can keep this up. I'll lure them in.
The quests that are in the Xenoblade 1 version, the enemies, rather, that are in that quest are actually stronger than what your party can probably handle as soon as that quest becomes available. Because you're probably around 27 or so. Level 27? Okay. I'm glad that thing can float, I guess.
Really?
And all the enemies, it's like a group of 6 enemies, and they're all 26. And then once you take those out, another group of 6 enemies spawns. So that's a lot to take out if you're at the same level as those enemies.
Lots of numbers for sure. It's a pretty strange old feeling, ain't it? To think we'll be heading back to the city. And it's all thanks to you guys.
I'm glad we finally have your respect.
Actually, it wasn't us that took care of all the preparations. I reckon I'm about due to have a really good long think about the future.
And its redemption.
Indeed. That's wise, I think. And hype. Very hype. Aren't you going to board the boat? I'm going to head back to Agnes Castle. Got a ton of stuff to handle since Anton's copped it. He was a really serious person, you know. I feel like we need to do as much as something undone. Sorry, I lost track of the sentence there. I can understand that, says Noah, having done Let's Plays before. Can you guys go with them? There's no telling what might pop up during transit.
Literally nothing. Literally nothing will pop up during transit.
We got it. We'll take good care of them till we get them where they're going. Okay, they're in your hands now. The ship immediately blows up because we allowed Riku to drive it.
Riku's probably the safest driver of the whole lot.
Okay, level 6, level 8, level 9. Yeah.
He's at max. All of the defenders except for Nipponic Champion maxed out for lands, and Nipponic Champion is probably the worst one in the whole game, sadly.
Well, whatever. I just wanted things to be different, alright?
You're not going to need a super crazy setup for these quests, so I think you're good.
I'll provide the perfect defense.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's fine for now.
Make sure everyone's got all their equipment stuff.
Ah, of course. It's the one thing I always forget. Yeah, we're good.
Alright, hello person, please take us back to the city. I'm glad you know where it is, despite having never been there. I guess they flew here with the transport from the city, so they would know.
Yes, Spa, come on, think it through.
Sometimes the mouth moves faster than the brain.
Oh, I know all about that, mate. Picture the Switch version of Starfield. Very cool looking game. Not sure if I'll pick it up, but that direct they did was pretty convincing.
Hopefully it turns out better than the launch of No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I am glad that turned out to be cool in the end, like they had a redemption arc of its own.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of sad that it's sort of tainted by the launch. You're always going to remember that, even if it ends up being better later on. Like, a lot of people still complain about Final Fantasy XIV because of the original version being so bad.
Wow.
Despite it being a completely different game at this point.
Well, if you're one of those people, maybe fucking get over it at this point. You know, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but goddamn.
I think that most of the complaints about 14 at this point are just that they've made it so different that it's too easy in a lot of cases now, but that I can at least kind of understand. But also, you're playing a pretty casual MMO compared to, I don't know, World of Warcraft or Guild Wars, I guess, would be more on the hardcore side.
And don't forget RuneScape.
Yeah, I forget that's an MMO because you can kind of just ignore that part of it.
Yeah. Here we are, back in the big juicy broccoli after all this time.
The what?
Thank you. We only made it back here because of you.
Yeah, you said that already, Brenda.
It was because you hung in there too. You made it here because you didn't give up when it got tough. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, we are awesome, thanks.
Yeah, fucking raw. Well, we'll be seeing you. Just look after Gondor and the rest for us, won't you? Yeah, we got you. Quest complete.
And now we have full access to the city again, yay!
Yay!
The Looks like colony relations have changed.
Should I talk to this tiny person?
I'd say move on with what we're here to do, actually. So you're gonna want to head to the southern area, I think, of the city. It's close to where the city camp is.
Okay.
So you could fast travel to the camp and get to it from there.
It's only like 200 away. I was gonna jump down there. Probably not a good idea.
I mean, it has been a while since we've been in the city, so a nice trip around the area to see things and pick up whatever this is.
Have you seen what Mobius did to the Great Sword? How on Ionius are we supposed to go toe-to-toe with that? I believe we could take them down with the Ouroboros' help, but now I think we might be very well better off hiding for our lives. City discontent.
Coming to a PlayStation 5 this year.
What would that game even be about? Would it be like a city simulator?
It would be the sequel to Detroit. Somehow.
Sort of one?
Oh, Lance, you're a glutton for punishment, ain't ya?
Don't tell me you weren't curious too. I want to know all their tricks of the trade.
Just want to let that play out. Yes, you're all very good. All your animations are proper and whatnot, all in sync.
So the idea that we're going for with these side quests is we want to take out all of the ones that involve fighting Mobius.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have told to me, because we want to make sure all the Mobius are cleared out. There is one Ascension quest, actually probably two, that I think we will definitely need to do, even though they don't involve Mobius. One, because it's basically canon, and the game expects you to do it anyway, and two, because it has the best voice line in the entire game.
Nice.
And I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Yes, I do actually. Someone has stolen their words, but Lance is proud. He does not care.
Six ain't many.
6 of what now?
Apples?
The Ouroboros candidate.
Oh, or worse
All
candidates.
that training, and 6 get in.
Oh yeah, Monica did say something like that to us.
Sorry. I guess we're just too base to live.
How so?
Just knowing there's a pecking order here too makes them the same as us.
People aren't equally suited to everything. Such is life.
Sure. I
Some
guess.
people are just shit. Thanks, Tyon.
Yeah.
I'm feeling hungry.
Look, I'm not good at these speeches,
You guys
okay?
wanna go
Stop
grab a bite?
deferring to me in these
I'm in
conversations.
favor.
How about the shopping area? I found the tastiest looking torpedo stand. How's that sound?
Talking about the roll and not the
Torpedo
munition,
rack,
right?
eh? Fuck yes. Lance?
It is a militarized city. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Sure thing.
He probably figures something's going on. Just get him some food. He'll be fine.
I feel like Lands and Uni had kind of a thing where they knew what the other was thinking all the time, and Noah was kind of oblivious because that's just kind of how he is.
Very much so. What is that down there? No, stay focused, Tom.
Stay focused. You're heading back to basically where that drop-off just happened, so you can check out the torpedo wraps or whatever.
Ah, okay. Thankfully, I am attuned to the locales of the city. I know my way around.
A city torpedo wrap, eh? This has me curious.
The shop that sells them should be just across the bridge.
There off to the side we just passed was Mr. Samon, the Napon that helped us with the ship and everything.
God bless.
We'll be speaking to him more later in the game, I'll just say that.
Oh, what kind of training is this?
Hey, you! What are you doing back here? How many times have I told you, no performing out here?
No juggling. You heard. Honestly, kids these days juggling without a permit. What is this world coming to? I'm sad now because I can't juggle.
Again, I always forget how much fluff there is in these quests, rather than just letting you get on with it.
This is all important character building stuff,
I'm not wasting
Spur.
my time. This is my job here.
That doesn't make it entertaining.
Alright, suit yourself.
You call that a job?
My notes are just go here, go there. It doesn't say anything about how long the cutscenes are.
Oh, so you're missing context and then you judge things because of that.
Really compare to
Yeah,
yours,
just like
does it?
everyone on the internet.
Why are they on your case?
We're probably not going to get 2 quests done because of the whole faffing about we had to do getting to the city. But, hey, we kind of had half main story and half side quests, so maybe we could do the same next time.
This is Lance's day. It's the day for Lance. Also, I was completely right. He doesn't have a permit to be
Still, they
here.
like to push me around. We're at war here. Why aren't you fighting? They say.
You should be juggling grenades instead of juggling balls, young man.
The city's army is just.
I mean, there are people in the city that aren't here to be soldiers. This is basically everyone that's outside of Mobius's reach, so people do other things here. Like, there's people that play instruments, that write books, there's all kinds of stuff. People still need entertainment.
You don't?
Well, who decides what has merit? And whoever's making the rules, how do we know they're right?
Oh, broaching the big topics now, Spur. Just because the lost numbers are on our side doesn't mean there can't be corruption within the ranks.
Right, yeah.
I think... Isn't it fine if there's, like, one guy who makes the call for himself? You know?
Even if it ends up being pointless.
Hey,
that's
even
life.
Pointless things can have a point. Down the line.
Honestly, that's really good advice. Something might seem pointless now, but it could be huge later.
Take it one step at a time.
Foreshadowing is a thing in real life as much as it is in media.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, rats! Better scarper before the guards find me again.
Right, remember there was that ominous cutscene at the start of this quest that we're going to have to go deal with at some point.
Do we have to? Can't some other band of heroes take out the Mobii for once?
You should come and watch. Bye.
I thought that was Lan saying the kids should come and watch the battle.
It'll be proper top, mate.
You okay there? Can I help out?
Nah.
You could turn off that alarm.
Yeah, pretty annoying, honestly.
Lance! This alarm's worrying. Head for the war room.
It's been worrying for 2 minutes and we just kind of ignored it.
Sorry, I was having angst over here. Big meat boy angst.
Big meaty claws.
Ain't just for attracting mates.
Sorry, but the war room should be our top priority right now.
Gotta head for the war room, which is down the elevator. It's the place we had to go to set up for the prison infiltration.
Yeah, don't worry, I remember where it is.
Alright. Also reminding people watching because it's been a while.
Yeah. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. In here? Is everyone in this time?
Now, we wait.
Yeah, I think everyone actually made it in, and we have Gondor with us, actually.
I'm still here, you dags. Can't ignore me just because I don't get voice lines and cutscenes.
Every day's a training day.
Sup, Monica? We're proper fucked, that's what's up. Oh, we get voice lines here.
Yes. The report is calling it large scale.
This dude reminds me of Munkar. I don't know if I brought that up last time.
That last batch.
I don't recall that, but I can see the resemblance. Also, yeah, because this is basically a hero quest or ascension quest, everything in the quest itself gets voice lines. The discussion at the camp did not, because that's just a normal discussion thing.
Boss, the logistics guys wanted an overnight camping kind of deal.
Approved. Sort out the planning.
And we set an alarm for this?
I thought you'd say, so I took initiative.
Everyone to battle stations, we going camping.
Oh, get them marshmallows. The lads need marshmallows.
Can you lend him a hand with it?
Yeah, gladly. If Monica's okay with it.
Do we really have time for this?
I suppose we can spare a few marshmallows if you dags want s'mores. Oh, I see where Gondor gets it from there.
Then be my guest. Take this chance to show my soldiers that Ouroboros spark.
Yeah, ready. Rub it in their
It'll be an
faces.
illuminating experience for them, fighting or not.
All right.
Again, the game expects you to do this in Chapter 5 when the soldiers are still kind of wary of the Ouroboros, but they're kind of already on our side now, so this is a bit redundant, but who cares?
Now, we wait.
That is how elevators work now. We technically didn't even need to use this, because I think we have to go back to the Cadencia region.
Yes, because you're heading out to where the boundary is docked at.
So where would that be exactly?
Cadencia region, and then...
Aha.
Yeah, the yellow marker down there.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, I don't need this page open of the guide anymore because we've done the going home quest. I can close that.
Huzzah!
Close one tab and my internet goes, God, thank you. It was so much strain.
I've never felt such sweet relief in all my life.
Right before we started recording, all of my internet pages and applications and stuff started running really slowly, and it turned out that my antivirus decided now is a really great time to update. And so I let it sit for a while so it could finish that, and it didn't. So I clicked cancel update, and I think it's still in the process of canceling the update. Yes, you are meant to go that way.
Ah, well, shit. Reverse. Don't know what's going on there. How do I reverse? I pressed B and it brought up the thing for some reason.
That would have been a different button that you pressed, because it wasn't B if it did that. I actually ended up checking out this side path basically as soon as I got the ship.
Ah. This is a dead end. Maybe you should have closed that document, Spo.
Well, it has nothing to do with with this quest. That should not be blocked off.
Maybe you're just misremembering something. It happens.
Hop on the boundary, and as you exit the cave and the canyon begins to widen, take a sharp left to find another small inlet leading to the rendezvous. Yeah, I think it was back there. It was just another path that we missed. Because this is definitely going to a different place. I remember that specifically.
Well, okay. Beep, beep.
So we're just going to ram into that level 90 monster right there for a second.
I wasn't even paying attention to his fucking level. Oh my god.
That was a level 90 elite as well. That thing would have absolutely destroyed you.
It just gobbles up the boundary in one fell swoop. It's like, oh. There we go.
Oh, okay. It's more to the left here is what it is. That's what we missed.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
It was just barely hidden by the rocks. It didn't look like it was enough space for, like, this thing to get through, but I guess it was.
Understandable, really.
At least it wasn't like the, Isard quest where we spent 20 minutes looking for a single rock to get behind.
Oh my god. Don't remind me.
I think I was in the middle of saying something earlier. I actually checked out this area as soon as I got the boundary. So I had all of this area explored, and boy, there's nothing here.
No thinking?
I think there is one unique monster at the very end of the path, and that's it. There's nothing else of note here.
Sure, I was scared. But at least I knew what was expected of me.
You know, things were better when the Mobiuses were in charge. That's all I'm saying.
Obviously not. Just saying how I feel. There's just too much snuff to consider nowadays.
Sometimes it's nice to have someone to tell you what to do if you're confused about what you need to be doing, I guess.
God, relatable.
Stop making it sound like I don't.
The entire thing of, man, I want to grow up and be an adult, but man, I don't want the responsibility of being an adult, kind of thing.
Before, you spoon.
Sorry.
Did you just fucking call me a spoon? You fucking
Oh, shut
spork.
up. If you're gonna act like a spoon, of course I'm gonna call you one.
It takes one to know one.
What?
Let's just chill out here,
This
you
is
guys.
the dumbest argument.
Okay, then why don't you tell me where we are now? What's this region? Come on, spill.
It's,
The spoon region.
See? You can't tell your ass from your elbow.
Come on, Lance, you gotta at least know what region you're in.
Just because I slept through that class, if I've been awake for it,
He's right.
then...
He is a lot like Ryan. Ryan said the exact same thing, how he slept through a class of Holmes history.
Well, obviously he's the Ryan
That's not quite true in your case, though.
variant here, I guess.
I mean, he's even wearing his clothes.
The universes are converging even more than I thought.
I can tell. When we're playing together.
But you have as well.
You know, I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania literally before we started recording here. I timed it perfectly. And I have no idea why that film got such a low Rotten Tomatoes critic score. It's fine at worst.
Isn't that kind of a running theme with the MCU movies that get panned so hard? Because Eternals was just kind of really long and okay. I wouldn't say it was terrible or anything, it just was kind of okay.
I would say it was, like, dull at worst. Now, Love and Thunder, man, have I ever regretted giving it that high a score, like a 7 or so, to begin with, because it's really more of a 5 or a 4, if we're being honest.
I heard that one was just a lot more of the same stuff from Ragnarok, and I said, okay, well, I didn't like Ragnarok, so I know I'm not going to like this one.
It's everything about Ragnarok dialed up to 11, because apparently that's the only thing Taika Waititi knows how to do with the MCU.
I mean, this chance to do an op with you guys.
I saw a thing that popped up, not to go on this too long, but popped up about how either No Way Home or not Love and Thunder or Ragnarok was the best movie in the MCU, and I'm like, well, that's not even a contest for me.
Yeah.
What's so great about us?
Huh?
Before this op's done, we might have to kill old friends.
Oh, here he goes.
Could you do it? Stab a friend?
Lance!
I mean, that's...
Jeez, kids, could you chill a little?
Could you relax? Come on.
I'm sorry.
Never meet your heroes, they'll tell them to stab your friends.
It's all big, but when shit hits the fan, they might just double-cross us. You watch.
Again, this is before everyone has accepted the Ouroboros, so this is kind of weird now.
You never trained with our unit before, never ever fought by our side. Way I see it, you're just some arsewipes who stole away what was rightfully ours.
Well, why don't you try and take it back then, big guy?
Oh yeah? If I let you down, shoot me. In the front or back, I don't care.
Gee, thanks. Well, that's awful big of you, pal.
What a cockhead. Ooh, I don't get limitless power. Ooh, I've got a gun. That's all I need.
Maybe we shouldn't have come.
No, this is good. It's how you build trust. You can only begin once you've gotten everything out in the open.
I like how all the soldiers are wearing the eye patches. I was going to say that we aren't, but I guess we are. I just couldn't see it on the side of Noah's face that we were seeing.
Yeah.
This is why I should wait before speaking, I guess.
Monica is correct. That is how, the Kavasi and the Agnian sides started out.
I think I've mentioned it before, but doing New Game Plus is great because when you do that early segment where they're fighting, your party is level 99 or whatever level you did New Game Plus at, but the Agnian fighters are a specific level because they're coded as enemies, so they're still like level 4. I think they still have their clothes changed, though, to whatever you had them set to, so that's funny as well.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
That's the monster type of the unique enemy that's on this path, which we're not going to get far enough to see. It actually leads back out to sort of the beginning area of the Cadencia region, where you came into all the lakes and stuff, if you remember that long ago.
Sort of, yeah.
Of course, there's still caterpiles, can never escape those.
I will find you in every universe. With a toot of my flute, I send you on. Anyway, back to running past caterpillars, a time-honored Xenoblade tradition.
Yeah, for real. It's one of the first things you do in Xenoblade 1, actually.
And especially when you get into the mines, because you sure as shit are not taking that thing on when you first get in. What if it was green?
Our intel was right. There's quite a few of them.
But it's too quiet.
What if one of the consoles took the helmet off and it was just Eric Andre?
They're probably all conked out.
I don't know who that is.
A comedian who kind of looks like Ichiban from Yakuza.
I think I know who you're talking about now. I don't know who Ichiban is, but I think I know who you're talking about regardless, because you said comedian, and the name clicked into place.
He's the dude who said, "Let me in! Let me in!"
Yeah, got it now.
Anyway, just a little random tangent, little LP funsy for you right there.
What kind of place is this?
What if I told you that this is meant to be a stealth section?
Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves.
Maybe I should go this way.
Yeah, you actually... it's not really stealth in the, concrete sense of the word. You just kind of gotta go around the side.
Give me that shit.
Grab with your hands. Might have to leave this one... Nope. Oh, okay. Hey!
I will not be denied. I am the Collectathon Lord. Very much looking forward to playing Banjo-Kazooie for the 50th time at HFC All-Stars in August.
Is it only 50?
Sure you.
I say as I'm going to be playing A Hat in Time, which I used to speed run, so, I played that one to death and then some.
What is this?
They're all empty.
I think we've been had.
Oh, 'tis a ruse.
Monica, there's nothing in here. They're all empty.
Son of a... Report!
Same over here. We got cradles, but nothing in them.
Well, looks like we have walked directly into the trap.
Why didn't we see this coming? We're usually smarter than this.
Did we just fall for a trap?
It's a little bright. Can you turn that down? Oh, I do apologise.
They've got us surrounded.
Are you going to turn it down? No, not really.
Well, doesn't it suck to be you?
Oh boy.
Every step you made turned out exactly as planned. Now us, we're an elite unit, the All-Stars of Keves. You lot have been doing as you pleased for long enough. Right here, right now, we're gonna correct that little mistake.
You!
Yep, like I said, emotional damage.
Oh! So you've actually heard of me? Guess I gotta give myself more credit than I thought.
Layla and who?
Sparks. They look like they're in their early terms. That means...
They got reborn.
That adds up. This lot, soon after they moved to Colony 8, I hear they croaked.
Don't dare look down on us second-termers. We were chosen. We are the elite. Now, I don't know if you're lost numbers or what, but you're in our way, and for that, your heads are gonna roll!
Alright, let's do the song and dance.
You are almost 10 levels above them.
Well, it's the only way they're gonna learn.
You could probably take out the two machines with, like, 2 arts. That's how weak they are.
Wow.
Maybe not that much, but they do have, like, way less health, and they're also generally less of a threat. If you do want to focus on anyone, Layla is, of course, the healer, because RPGs follow traditional gender roles, I guess. Fun fact, Garvel has the same healing stat as Layla, though. I don't know why that is. He doesn't have any healing arts.
There we go. Get some fusion arts going, take them out nice and quick. Yeah, this is going fine so far. Tyon's health is a little bit down. Everyone needs heals. You cannot die, Punch Girl. You must live. Ah, what the hell. The healer will never see this coming. I mean, for us being 10 levels above them, they are still a little bit tanky. I guess that's just Xenoblade 3 in a nutshell. Wasn't really paying attention to the numbers there. They'll be gone within another round or so anyway, don't really matter.
Camera was a little jittery there. I think I got caught up against something. Yeah.
Just a smidge. All safe and sad. Sorry, Lila, but your boss kind of sent you into a meat grinder.
Yeah. You have picked her, you can't choose that Ouroboros pairing afterwards, so you'll have to hope that you get another one after this if you want to keep it going.
I was just really going to end the chain attack after I killed him, so... There we go. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you're doing AoE damage to the other things out here, so still getting something out of it.
Helldragon would love this character.
He does love his fisticuffs.
Alright, healer's down.
The rest of this should be really simple, especially with the level you're at. Remember to hit your positionals and stuff so you can build up your talent art.
I know.
Because it does take a lot to build up the unlimited sword talent art, unfortunately.
I'm assuming this is just the prelude to the actual fight.
Something like that, yeah. We did see some Mobius involved in the ominous cutscene earlier, so there's got to be someone around.
Just finish him off already. I need that sweet, sweet life. Finish him off. Hurry, run him through. Go on. Kill him dead. That'll give me a good top-up, nice and easy.
Are you actually, Garble?
Gotta love this new flame clock the console was kind enough to give us. It's a belter!
You seemed a bit off there.
Yeah, this is why it's green. It takes life force from both sides when they die instead of just the enemies.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that would be beneficial now that the two sides are kind of coming to an understanding.
Well, also, they just want these guys to be like this. You know, they're using their comrades, for lack of a better word, even though they don't see them as comrades, as the same kind of fuel as the enemies.
The privilege of the strong. The final survivor gets to take the whole snuffing cake.
Garvel.
I want a cake.
You get it now, do you? The weaklings need to be taken out of the running. So give me some of that sweet life.
Summer.
You mother!
You can call yourself the leap all you want, but do moderate your expectations.
Huh? You're the same as ever, Garv. Only ever thinking of yourself.
We are about to end this man's whole career.
This feels a little bit cruel, but at the same time I hate Grovel, so I hope he dies.
No one told us about these monsters.
You are not to hesitate.
You kind of didn't aim really well.
No, not really.
It hit nothing.
What?
Alright, show yourself.
Lady Consul!
I should have known.
Guess you can't have a Feronis without a consul, eh?
My Ouroboros as well. I can't believe my luck. I suppose I ought to have prepared better still.
Me before this recording session.
Oh, shush.
You like my children? They're an anti-city special unit.
This is Console H.
Huh.
The H stands for hair.
Are you kidding, or...?
I'm kidding. But she does have the Medusa hair going on.
Yeah, unfortunately Console M was already taken.
They'll have to earn much
She could have been G for Gorgon.
I think G was already taken by someone completely random. Would have fit, though. Sadly, we just don't learn the names of most of the console/Mobius.
Well, until the battle.
I mean, just like what their names are based on.
She's got a cool Mobius form design.
I feel like it's nice that all of them have sort of one unique thing. It's just that all of them only have one unique thing. Is the really unfortunate part. So they're just not as interesting as we've made the comparison before, but like Organization 13. They can't compare.
There's like 12 more characters that the organization had, so it would have been hard flashing every single one out.
Yeah, I suppose.
Topple her, bring her down! Or don't, I guess, that's fine. Come on, my beautiful fusion arts, let's get it going. I really don't know what I'm meant to be doing there, because I'm pressing the button as much as possible and the stick in every direction.
Yeah, you have to... what I do is I either wiggle the control stick or just move it in a circle and just rapidly tap all 4 face buttons. And some of them will just take an extremely long time to get out.
Fair enough, I guess.
To the point where it's kind of more worth just switching to another character at that point. Don't forget you can cancel arts into other arts as well, so you don't have to wait for an art attack.
That's what I've been trying to do. Spin. There we go.
She has Ice Beam.
Well, I have chain attack, so prepare to eat shit. Right, start with Tyon or lands.
I mean, do whatever you want, pretty much, but yeah.
Well, whatever, I'll start with Noah, I guess.
You get more points because of the attacker bonus.
Fair enough. For some reason I had it in my mind that I should start with whoever the class was, but not to be. Not to be, no.
You do also get more points if you match both the nation affiliation and the class as well, so this is true. But you're going to get more out of that 25% bonus for using an attacker first than anything else.
Nice! The damage is low right now, but holy we'll be rising soon. Hallelujah!
That damage multiplier is going to keep going up.
Hyper dropkick. Very, and I cannot stress this enough, cool. Hell yeah. That's a good weapon for Uni, I think.
Oddly, that class gets put onto Tyon instead. I feel like some of the classes that the characters go to for the heroes don't make a whole lot of sense. But, you know, they can do whatever they want. They're the game designers.
That was a Spian that did 13k.
He just kept doing that for a long time. Just turn it into a fan, just blow some air on him.
Yeah. Ah, it's mildly refreshing. Hell yeah, death of 1,000 cuts.
Use up your healers.
I wanted another dropkick, sue me.
She always has long hair in her Ouroboros form. Wonder if that's because she's mixing with Noah, who has long hair.
It could be that, or they just didn't really think that far ahead.
Yeah, probably. When it comes to design, I feel like a lot of the times the answer is just, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's not a lot more to it than that.
We need more power.
More power charge. There's something funny about knocking back a huge hulking creature like this. Just knock it on its ass.
Well, she's like barely taller than the Ouroboros forms right now.
Which is still, you know, twice as tall as the normal party members.
There we go. It's healing time.
Yeah, because of her ice powers, everyone basically had constant damage over time going. That's what those red marks in the party list are.
I can see him. Looks like a snowflake.
Yeah, that would be the idea. Keep in mind, you're still 10 levels over where this expects you to be.
Oh, shush. I'm clearly outmatched here.
Oh, Uni went down.
Shite. Can anyone pick her up? Where is she?
You could pick her up because you're playing the healer.
Maybe don't do that for the next game.
Yeah, it's easily the worst part of the combat system for me.
I've heard Future Redeemed just gets rid of classes, and while I like it for the most part here, very much looking forward to playing that.
Unfortunately, Tyon died immediately as you pressed the button, so he's not here.
Uni has 1 hit point.
She was in the process of dying to a damage over time as you went in. Your characters cannot die while you're in a chain attack.
That's okay, we should be near the end by the time this gets done.
Yeah, if not finishing it completely. You are down a party member because Tyon's not here, but I think you're still fine.
You sure have a lot of HP for a little Mobius over here.
2.2 million.
God damn. I only have attackers.
That's fine. Attackers do the most damage, so that's kind of what you want.
Dropkick all day, every day.
She is actually one of the few bosses in this game that has higher ether defense than physical defense.
Huh. Interesting. Here we go again. Limits unbanned. It's the same thing, but Noah goes first.
Mio first?
Yeah, if I were with Noah, we would have just gone over there.
You might be able to get around with lands, but now that you've used that, you wouldn't. But honestly, I think you're going to finish the fight with the Ouroboros finisher here. Especially with that much percentage, because that's extra damage increase. Oh yeah, you're good.
Bye. Please stop, I'm already dead. Never.
No, you must give me more XP.
Yeah, smart's done it.
Out of her 2.2 million HP, about half of that was taken out by chain attack damage.
Who fucking writes these reports?
It seems your grasp has exceeded your reach. Noah! Cut the flame clock! We gotta release Garth and the others!
This simply isn't
I'm not gonna miss you.
What just happened? The console,
She just disappeared. Lady Consul? Lady Consul! What am I supposed to...
Oh, come on, this is embarrassing. I'm not gonna fight a kid. Much.
we did literally fight children a moment ago, but yeah.
Drop it, Garth! Your clock's gone! Just stand down! Peace. You don't have to fight anymore. Huh? No more stealing of lives. No more charity from consuls.
Swiper, no swiping.
What are you on about? Get snuffed. You're talking out your ass. Don't have to fight. Fighting is all that we know.
Well, you see, there's this place called a city, and you can get a tornado around it. It will change your life, I guarantee it.
What do we do now?
Remember, this is the thing that Lance was talking about on the way here. Of wanting to know what he has to do now.
Huh?
It's almost like they know how to write these stories or something.
Been through worse. Man, you guys, stunning.
Oh, I see.
Far beyond
I
us.
see how it is now. You get a glimpse of the lands in action.
You did just
You
as
get
well.
turn over a new leaf.
Lance, I don't think you're correct. I think if they were the Ouroboros, we'd all be screwed.
Wouldn't have the personal connection to N for one thing.
Think they'll be okay, those guys?
What's eating you, Lance?
Well, I just worry we cut them loose a bit soon.
Tell me, what are we gonna do now?
How would I know?
Huh?
You stop stealing lives. You guard them.
Well, I don't like the sound of that, not one bit.
But the how...
I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that either. You can kind of just go be a person.
I was speaking for Zed there, but...
I was just saying, like, they don't have to be protectors either.
Colony 4. Know it?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
On your map, middle of the Faunus region. The lieutenant there, Boliaris. You can tell him we sent you. Try him. Helps to have a mentor, starting out.
You are a prick, but you're a free prick. And you don't deserve to just perish in the wasteland.
You gave them the info. Now they got a choice.
On the way to Colony 4, if you see a giant lizard, go up to it and say hi.
Yeah, it really loves visitors, especially those with wings on their head.
There was little else we could do.
If we'd meddled even more, it might have come right back round to bite us in the bum.
We did the right thing by telling them about Colony 4. I think that was the best course of action.
Everything they believed came crashing down just like that. They'll be confused for a while, sure. But they'll figure it out.
I mean, the party had to go through that too, so...
We might have gotten off.
Everyone's got to deal with it in their own way.
We're much smarter, more open to new ideas. We've got a better support network.
Luck was on our side.
We have an entire team of writers just coming up with our dialogue throughout the entire game.
Oh, how's that keep happening?
Speaking of, back then, wasn't it Lance who was the most reluctant of us?
Lance? What happened to your voice tired?
Nah. Our big man was just a bit shy to introduce himself in front of new people. Right?
Ah, shut up.
It's always the fucking snarky couple who gets up my nose.
I did kind of get the impression that he was embarrassed to speak up.
Right? Eh? He's just a big teddy bear, really.
The fucking worst day of my life.
You just wait, Uni. Your quest is up next.
Well, maybe not the next part, but the one after. Gotta get a good quality bit of story in for the next episode. Fucking 4.
Yes, we spent an entire hour getting back to the city, unfortunately. God damn, this game always surprises me with, again, how much fluff is just here in between stuff where you need to go.
I can literally see the jaggies on this food.
Let's see. No tall spice here, but double veggies.
Ardent sausage, huh? That sounds good.
Oh.
But then, there's the tall spice sauce as well. Fluff cream and skeeter syrup dressing.
Ew.
What delight. Oh, there's even chocolate sauce.
Chocolate.
How can I possibly choose?
Didn't realise he was a foodie.
Still
Look at him holding that thing, it's so small. I might make that the thumbnail, I haven't decided yet.
Dude, that's already pretty hefty. You really gonna eat another?
I'm gonna be so fat by the end of this uni, you got no idea, because that's freedom. That's diabetes is what it is. Diabetes is freedom, I choose.
Oh, hey. Whoa, he's pretty decent.
Translator's note.
These nuts.
Huh?
Maybe.
Oh my god. You caught me at just the right moment when something so unfunny became hilariously funny. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, Evie God, we can go even further beyond. Fucking sweet.
You also have an extra slot on Lance's Soul Link, so you can link another one of Cinna's abilities on his Ouroboros form.
Why don't we go ahead and do just that? Yeah.
Soul Tree.
It's the soul tree. Let's see, what should we put on here?
I would put another, either the attack up or another one of the heat controls, so you can stay in the form longer.
Very cool. Let's see. Some base clothing. There we go.
Actually looks pretty cool on him.
It does. But now I can put him back to this, and the shame of being a DLC character is gone.
I'll keep you safe and snug.
Hell yeah. Oh, alright folks, that was Lanza's Ascension quest. Took us a little bit to get going there, but in the end, everything was fine. And we even got a chuckle or two along the way. Please join us next time, in a couple of days or so, I guess, where we continue the story and wrap up another couple of hours of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. See you then.